all. One down. One down, baby. We got another next week. Get your mind right, baseball. Let's go.
Jimmy G turned up, and he should be, as the Niners are headed to the conference championship game for the first time since 2013. And after a record-setting defensive performance, no surprise to hear head coach Kyle Shanahan being questioned about his D coordinator, Robert Saleh, after this.
How did you feel about the defensive performance today, and are you worried that you just lost your defensive coordinator to the Browns?
No, I mean, hopefully they're not making their decisions just off that game. I mean, he's done a good job all year. But I hope I didn't, but we'll see how that plays out. I was pumped with the defense. You know, we had a goal going into this game we thought the team that got over 30 runs would win this game, and we truly look at that as a team goal. And we ended up getting 47 on offense, and it's a lot easier to do when the other team goes 2 of 12 on third down, and I think we were at 45%. I think they only ended up being able to get 10, and when you just see the way the defense is playing, makes it so much easier to stay with that, and I think our whole team kind of fed off it.
It seemed like you almost got those 30 runs on that one drive after the interception. What was the mindset, and how determined were you just to ram it down their throats at that point?
I mean, we didn't start it out that way. It's just, I mean, you don't start it out before it saying, hey, we're going to run it every down. You call a run to start out, and you just stick with it, and eventually we scored, and half of us were asking where the throws were on it, and we've looked back at the pictures, realized that we didn't throw any. So it was just a hell of a job by the O-line coming off the ball, getting some push. When you can do that, you wear the guys down and force them to change some of their coverages a little bit. And then our defense kept getting us the ball back. And same with the special teams. You know, that long punt that they had, that we had, and Raheem being able to come down there, cause that fumble, that was huge too. And just a great overall win for the whole team.
Obviously, the run game was very effective, but how much was that the defense was playing so well, and it was just like, what are you doing to get out of here?
Maybe it's a little bit of both. I mean, and that's kind of how it always works out usually. I mean, it's easier to get a lot of runs when you're getting the ball back a lot. But if you don't convert on third down, that's not going to happen either. And sometimes it's tough to score points, just run. Eventually you got to throw some. But we did it on one drive. I thought we came out early throwing the ball pretty good on that opening drive. But just our plan was to be like that, and the way the defense played made it a heck of a lot easier.
Hey, Kyle, what do you like best about this particular victory in terms of the style and
the way we did it? I mean, that was our goal. I mean, that was our goal that we set on Monday, right, when we found out that we really believed the team who got over 30 runs would win, and we thought only one team would, and that was a complete team goal, and the offense would not have been able to get that many runs if the defense didn't play like they did, and if the special teams didn't play that way also.
Did you make the decision to make the change at cornerback after the first touchdown?
Or at corner?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Just you thought you had seen enough there? Or?
No, that was just, I mean, I told Akello that going into the game, and Mosley, just that, got a lot of confidence in Akello, got a lot of confidence in E-Man and what he's done when he's came in. We gave Akello the start, but he knew. I mean, it was a very tough decision just to do that the way E-Man's been playing, but he knew if he was struggling at all, we weren't going to hesitate. I'm sure if we left him in, he would have had a chance to play himself out of it, but he was aware of that before the game, and I love how Mosley came in and played too.
How important was the first drive in terms of setting the tone and also getting the crowd completely engaged?
I mean, you'd like to say that's always the most important drive. Until it doesn't work, then the next one is. So, it's huge. You know, we didn't play all last week. You're at your home crowd, and you want to come out and be like that. You could hear the fans. I mean, just in pregame warm-ups, the stadium was electric. It was different than it's been. And when our defense holds them, I want to say it was 3 and out to start, and we get in there able to go down and get 7. It's a great feeling. But they came back and answered with that go route, which tied it up. And we felt pretty good throughout the first half that, we made a pretty bad mistake with that turnover at the end of the second quarter, which was great. Our defense held them to 3 points on, which allowed us to recover the rest of the game.
The return of D. Ford, Quan, and Jaquaski impact just the emotion of the defense, and how much did it let guys sort of settle into their roles that they've been familiar with?
I mean, I think the emotion is everyone probably the same for the fans as it is for the players. I mean, when you get guys back who are really good players who made an impact all year, everyone's a lot more excited and thinks going into that game you got to, the more players you have out there, the better chance you think you have to do. But once the game starts, that's over. But when you watch it out there, and they'll see more on tape, but I think it looks different. And starting with the rush with D Ford out there, just getting off the ball, whether he's doing it or the other guys do it, the speed, having Quan out there. The times I'm looking up, watching him, the way he flew around, made some plays on the screens. Even when he flew there and missed the guy on the screen, he makes the back have to come to a complete stop and cut back the other way. So now our pursuit and our pass rushers can get there. Tart back there. Tart's been great for us when he's been out there, and I know it's took him some time to get back with that injury that he had. But from what I saw, it looks like he played very well today, and I'm pumped to have him here next week playing. I think the bye week helped the
that's
most,
the
just
winning
all those
ball
guys you
coach
mentioned.
Kyle Shanahan. Now is listening to Mike Zimmer, whose Vikings fell short in this.
We did. I thought they were outstanding on defense, and they controlled the tempo of the game offensively.
Mike, from start to finish, why couldn't you get anything going against that offense? That defense, I'm sorry. It's all cliche, but I think, they played very well. I thought they got off blocks well. I thought they did a nice job of disrupting the passing game as well. And so, I think that all those entered into it.
What did they do so well that was able to just shut down your running game in your estimation?
Looked like they just got off blocks well. They got extra guys to the point of attack and did a nice job with their perimeter run support as well.
There weren't a ton of shots deep downfield.
Excuse me?
There weren't a ton of shots deep downfield in the passing game. Do you feel that was like a product of the game plan, offensive line blocking, or what?
Well, I think that we had some called and we didn't throw them, so it just, we threw the one to Diggs. We had a couple others called during the course of the game, and for whatever reason, they didn't get done.
Did you feel Thielen was limited at all with his ankle out there?
No.
Mike, it looked like there was some strong player reaction on that illegal hit on Brian O'Neill. What was your thoughts when you saw that?
I didn't see the hit. I just heard they just said it was a cheap shot, which I think it was. But
At this point, how do you feel about the season?
Yeah, it's hard to discuss the whole entirety of the season. There's so many ups and downs throughout the course of it, and I know that I'm proud of this football team, the way they competed and worked and did all the things that they had to do throughout the course of this year. It's unfortunate we didn't play better today. I don't know. It's not a good day to reminisce.
It looked like there were two plays where Kirk was maybe not quite on the same page as the receiver. Adam just said that he made a mistake on the interception. Looked like there was something between Kirk and Diggs on the down and out near the goal line. I guess your thoughts on either of those plays appeared well?
Yeah, I don't think there was any one person today that was just not good. I think it was a combination of things like it typically is. On those two plays that you're talking about, the communication, we could have went somewhere else with the ball. We could have, so there's a lot of things that happen on not just those plays, but throughout the course of the game.
Let's go, man! Come on, one down. One down, baby. We got another next week. Get your mind right, baseball. Let's go.
Jimmy G turned up, and he should be as the Niners are headed to the conference championship game for the first time since 2013. And after a record-setting defensive performance, no surprise to hear head coach Kyle Shanahan being questioned about his D coordinator, Robert Saleh, after this.
How did you feel about the defensive performance today, and are you worried that you just lost your defensive coordinator to the Browns?
No, hopefully they're not making their decisions just off that game. He's done a good job all year. But I hope I didn't, but we'll see how that plays out. I was pumped with the defense. We had a goal going into this game to we thought the team that got over 30 runs would win this game, and we truly look at that as a team goal. And we ended up getting 47.